Okay now. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Learn Xitsonga with Brian. Thank you so much for being on my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'm really hoping that you are going to learn a lot from being on this video. So as I said, my name is Brian Swear, and it's an honor to be doing this video for you, right? Okay, so yeah, so we've just been like doing a lot of exciting things on this channel. We're like just exploring and just going with the flow. So what we have been doing in the, like, we're always doing something new, which is what I really love about about this channel, is that it allows me to, okay, my tongue is like tied, it allows me to do, to just explore a whole lot of new things I was never exposed to before, and I get to learn a lot in the process of doing that. So so if this is your first ever video, like, well, the first video you've ever watched from my channel, I welcome you to this family. Please do not forget to officially be a part of this family by clicking the subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. I would really appreciate that. So so as you might have seen from the title of this video, today we are doing mathematical terminology, and I'm so excited for that, and I really hope that you're going to find this video valuable. Okay, so let's get right into it and not waste any more time. So the first word I'm gonna give you, so I'm just gonna give you like terms that we use that that are very common in the in the mathematics space. I'm not gonna give you like all, I'm just gonna give you the basics, and then if you want more, then that's when we can explore that. But then for now, it's just just the basics. And the main reason for this is because I think these are words that we come across in everyday life situations. So these are not necessarily terms you can only use in maths or mathematics related scenarios or situations. So it's words that are very applicable in real life, and yes, so I believe that they're going to help you expand your Xitsonga vocab. So yeah, without any further ado, let us start. So I'm going to start by giving you so the first word I'm going to give you is the word addition. So what addition means in Xitsonga is hlanganisa. So hlanganisa basically means adding things together or bringing things together. So it doesn't only apply in the like in the mathematics sense of the word, like in terms of like adding numbers. So it also basically means adding things together. So it could be anything, so I could tell someone kuri hlanganisa tiko hinkwaro, so which means gather the whole village. So I could say hlanganisa mali ye stokfela. So that basically meaning that collect money from everyone who's part of her stokfel. Or I could say hlanganisa maapula na mabanana. So meaning that put together, so put apples and bananas like in the same basket, or just put them together. So it basically means adding things together, or or collecting things, or just taking things and bringing them in one place. So that is hlanganisa, which means addition, right? So going to our second one, we have subtraction. So subtraction is susa. So susa basically means remove, like if you're to translate it literally. So it means remove. So removing could be, so you are, so by removing, I mean when you subtract something, you're like removing it from something. So I would say susa. So I could say what? Susa Susa what? I can't think of an example, but yeah, I could literally use it in any scenario where you have to like take something or remove something from from like a group. So it could be taking an individual thing away from a group, or it could be just removing something from something else. So Susa Fonya or susamlenge wana kwala tafuleni. So I'm basically telling you to take your feet off the table. So it's basically about removing. So I'm saying take it from here and then bring it here. You know, so susa mali ya wena ka I don't know. I can't think, I'm really like I didn't think of any examples prior to this video. So but I'm sure you get the gist, right? So so I'm going to the next one, which is multiplication. So multiplication means anzisa. It means anzisa. So anzisa means multiplying. So anzisa basically means so I think this is also like referenced somewhere in the Bible where it talks about. I'm not Christian, by the way, so I'm from like a predominantly Christian country, so everyone like sort of like knows Bible stories and Bible verses. So that's why I use a lot of biblical references, because it's like it's references that are familiar to like a lot of people. So so there's a verse that talks about multiplying and multiplying what. So it uses this word anzisa. So it basically means replicating something like so many times. So I can't think of an example for this one. I won't give an example for this one. I think it's fine. I think it makes sense. But then so with anzisa and if you were to like use it in a sentence and then you wanted to tell someone to multiply, it takes a different form. So you don't say anzisa. So you would say anzani or something like that. So it's got to do with so like the form changes. So multiplication and anzisa I think is in a. So I think it's a noun, and then you'd have to change it into like a verb or something, and then it changes the form. I'll have to confirm that. So the next one is division. So division is kuabanyisa. So kuabanyisa, in my understanding, means to it's to divide basically. So it's dividing, right? So kuabanyisa, it's to divide, and you could. This also applies to real life situations, so it doesn't only apply with numbers, and that's what I love about the terms that we are like exploring today. Yes, it's mathematical terms, but they apply to real life situations as well, like many different kinds of scenarios. The next one is object. So object is a word that's used a lot in maths. And what it means is nchumu. So nchumu is basically something. It could be anything, So and as an object is like anything, it can be anything, right? So nchumu, you can use it in any context. Nikombela nchumu. So people usually use it like when they've forgotten the word they want, like they're trying to remember. So say for instance, I say. I'm trying to ask someone to bring me something, but then I forgot the name of the thing. So kombela nchumo lo kwalanu, so it's sort of like used in the same context as the word thingy is used in English, to say, so bring me that thing, so that makes sense. So that is nchumu. The next word is circle. So circle is ranzavula. So ranzavula is a circle, so we have, do you see those round houses that we have, in the villages? The ones that have, a thatch as like, as their roofing. So we call those the ranzavula because they are shaped, in the shape of a circle. So, but then obviously this is a word that you can use to refer to like anything that, takes the shape of a circle. So that is ranzavula. And then we move on to square. So a square is shikwere. So there are words that I think have been borrowed from the English language that we also use in our language, and I think shikwere is one of those. So we just pronounce it in our own way, but then it's borrowed. It's not like our own. So the next word is triangle. So triangle is yinsha naru. So I'm assuming also naru means 3, right? So I'm assuming yinsha means angle, right? So because a triangle is a shape with 3 corners. you know, so 3 angles. So yinhla naru. So just use the word naru to remember what it means, you know. So naru means 3, and just remember, so we're talking about a shape, so a shape that has 3 corners or 3 sides, or yeah, 3 sides and 3 corners. The next one is cylinder. So cylinder has also been borrowed, and it's basically just cylindara. So with square and cylinder, these are, you should not forget this, because they're basically like the same in both languages. You just change the pronunciation. It's just like more, or you pronounce every word like in our language. So in English it's cylinder, and then here it's cylindara. The next one is rectangle. Rectangle is also the same as square and cylinder. We basically say rectangula. You'll see from the spelling on the screen that, yeah, it's basically just the word broken down. Just, you know, yeah, we just have our own way of pronouncing it, but like it's still the same thing. And then the last one that I'm giving you is sphere. So sphere has the same meaning as randzavula in our language, so because they both have a circular shape, you know. So obviously they're not like exactly the same, but yeah, like the translation in Xitsonga is the same. So it's both randzavula. So circle and sphere are both randzavula. So so just to go back, okay, so I'm just gonna give you all of them from where we started. So I first gave you hlanganisa, then I gave you susa, I gave you anzisa, I gave you abanyisa, I gave you chumu, I gave you randzavula, I gave you shikwere, I gave you yinhlanaru, I gave you cylindara, I gave you rectangula, I gave you randzavula, and that is it from me on this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do let me know if you were able to learn anything from this, you know. So yeah, so just let me know what you thought, and yeah. But please, if you'd like to connect with me on social media, I always leave my details down below. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I will see you in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe. So it's Learn Xitsonga with Brian. Click the subscribe button, be notified with every video that is posted on this channel. Thank you, bye.